Good morning. We will start session 2 on chapter circles. So in our previous session we just understood the basic introduction about the circles as well as the recapitulation part what you had already studied in standard 9 about angles in the same angle properties in a circle as well as the chord properties. So another one thing what we studied was about the tangent. Number of common tangents given to a circle. Common tangents when we talk about, not about only tangents. We know that infinite number of tangents can be drawn to a circle. But when we talk about the common tangents in two circles, if they are intersecting, non-intersecting, touching each other internally and externally, we studied that yesterday. One more thing what we have to know here is, suppose if a circle is given and an external point, say P is given, right? If a tangents, how many tangents can you draw to a circle? From an external point, you can only draw two tangents. From an external point, okay, only two tangents we can draw, and those two tangents are always equal. There is a theorem on that. The length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. As well, we have a construction chapter where we actually construct this, draw pair of tangents to a circle from an external point and also verify that the tangents measure equal, right? We study that in construction, and the same theorem we are going to prove today. The length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal, a very important theorem. So it's again congruency what we have to use here in proving. Theorem is very simple. The length of the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. All the figures what we draw in this chapter are not rough figures. Now see, in similar triangles when we draw, we can draw a triangle. A rough figure of a triangle can be drawn. A rough figure in the sense it should be neat enough. Circle, there is no rough figure. You have to use a compass and a sharpened pencil to draw any circle figure given in this chapter. So if I consider here, this is an external point P. Now this is a center O. Always we consider O is a center. This is perpendicular, right? My tangent radius theta. So given, what should be the first given here? O is the center of circle. O is the center of circle. Then next is PA and PB are the two tangents from external point. This is very important, external point P, right? We know that OP is perpendicular to OB, that we will take in the given part. Why? Because tangent radius theorem. To prove PA is equal to PB. The length of the tangents drawn from external point are equal. We have to prove two sides are equal, and sides are proved only equal in terms of CPCT. We know that. Now to prove CPCT, we want two triangles join OP. So proof. In triangle OAP and triangle OBP. So first of all, what I can say here is, I can tell that OA is equal to OB. Reason? Why OA is equal to OB? Because they are the radii of the same circle. Radii of same circle. We can use circle symbol like this. Next, angle OAP is equal to angle OBP. What was that reason we had written? Tangent at a point of contact of the radius is perpendicular. Such big statement you need not write, children. A shortcut what you can write here simple is tangent radius theorem. Now again, this is an appropriate what you can write. But if your school teacher tells no, you cannot write this, you have to write the statement, you stick to that. This is also equally correct. Tangent radius theorem. I will be using everywhere tangent radius theorem here onwards. But if your school teacher tells that no, you have to write the statement saying that a tangent at the point of contact of radius is always perpendicular. Use that. So one side is over, 90 degrees over. Third one, can I tell OP is equal to OP? Common side. Common side. So angle and two sides. SAS, check SA, but S is here. This it should have been for SAS because angle should be included. But I have two sides and an angle. What it is, you check. Which all we had? SAS we had, ASA or AAS was there, triple S we had, and also we had RHS, where a right angle, hypotenuse and a side. I think this satisfies. Right angle, hypotenuse. This is the side opposite to right angle. So right angle, hypotenuse and any side equal. Therefore, triangle OAP is equal and congruent to triangle OBP by, sorry, SAS I'm writing, by RHS congruence rule. Since triangles are equal and congruent, the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are always equal. Can I tell PA is equal to PB, CBCD. Hence proved. That is, length of the tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. Now, yesterday's one theorem, tangent radius theorem was important. This theorem is important. Along with this, there is one more theorem. So I will also do that theorem. That is something, but we need to prove that these two angles are equal and these two angles are equal. How do you prove that, children? Prove that triangles are equal and congruent. After that, CPCT. The same thing when we prove it and when we get the result. So what I will do now is, I will only write the statement and change the statement and a bit of given here. The later proving part will be the same in that. The next theorem tells here is, if two tangents are drawn to a circle, same thing, from an external point, the question is same, then what we have to prove is, they subtend equal angles at the center. Okay, that is, they subtend equal angles at the center. These two angles are equal, one condition, and they are equally inclined to the segment joining the center to that point. They are, means the angles are equally inclined. These two angles are also equal. Simple, children. Very clear on this. So I have not erased anything. I have only erased to prove part. Construction will not be there because we need to join OP for the given thing. Proof is again the same thing. Only thing, the CPCT part will change. Right? If you want, the proof can be changed a bit here also. I'll also tell that. What we have to prove, we have done. So proof in these two triangles, I have used the same old thing what we had written here, and that is by RHS. But what changes I can make here, I'll just write and show you if you want. OA is equal to OB, same reason. Then angle OAP is equal to angle OBP, the same reason. Then that is this angle. I can also tell now PA is equal to PB. Reason? Tangents drawn from external point are equal. I can use that here, right? Which congruency rule? This became SAS. Okay? That means I can prove this second theorem if I use PA is equal to PB, right? Only then I can prove this by SAS. If not, the same thing how I had done earlier part. It is done by RHS. This part is left to you. You can either do it like this or do it like this. Okay. Now comes the CPCT part. We know that when triangles are equal and congruent, CPCT angles, CPCT sides are equal. Write off whatever is asked. Angle POA is equal to angle POB. Another angle is OPA is equal to angle OPB. Reason CPCT. Hence proved. Very clear on this part and very clear on this also. Reasons have to be written. Here you have to write tangents drawn from external point are equal, because you have already proved that in the previous theorem. So this is how you go about the theorems. We will quickly begin with the exercise on this part. So in exercise, the first 3 questions are MCQs, but we still have to solve and check for the answers. First one, from the point Q, the length of a tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter. So O is the center of circle. So if I consider now, this is perpendicular, this is the part. So from the point Q, this is the point Q. From a point Q, the length of a tangent to a circle is 24. That is, this is 24. Understood. This I consider this as P. This as O. And the distance of Q from the center is 25. The distance of Q from the center is 25 is, this is 25 centimeter. Find the radius of the circle. Very clear? So in triangle, first of all, what should be the first thing? O is the, now it is MCQ here, nobody will ask you, but if in case it is asked for a 1 mark or a 2 mark, you need to mention it each and every point. The first and foremost point always is O is the center of circle. Then in triangle OPQ, angle P is equal to 90 degree. Reason tangent radius theorem. If not, you know the statement that has to be written. So OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square, Pythagoras theorem. So OQ is 25 square, OP square we have to find out, plus 24 square. So 25 square is 625, OP square as it is, or what we will do is here 625 minus 24 square is 576 is equal to OP square. So 625 minus 576 is 49. OP is equal to 7. Always the square root has plus or minus values. Side was always in plus. Centimeter, what have they given? Yes, centimeter. Which option is correct here? According to this, A option is correct. One thing I would like to tell you always, because I have seen that in your answer sheets when you people write, in MCQs given, write the question number. This is even in your examination also how you have to write. Okay. Now this question only, let us say that here. What is correct? A is correct. I will write first A. Okay. You will solve this everything. Assume that you have to first solve it. You have done that. Just don't put equal to A on something and do that here. Write once again. First one, if you write once again here. A option, which is 7 centimeter. Right? Very clearly, children. Right? Or else what you can do here is leave some space in the beginning only here instead of writing at the last. I always suggest you MCQ's answer should always be in the beginning, because nobody wants to see your working in the MCQ. Assume that you have done everything correct and you got answer here wrong. You got this as 50. Don't expect you will get half mark also for this. Why? Because they only want the answer what you want. So all your steps, do it. I'm not saying no. First one is there here. This is in the margin. Write A bracket 7 centimeter. Then do your working or whatever. I expect like this. So at least from the next test what I conduct, I expect this type of an answer. It's if you are already written, you are already doing this, well and good. If not, please follow this. It will be easy for the invigilator, easy for the evaluator to correct your paper, right? Always, first one, it's outside the margin. Option A, 7. Write A, B, C, whatever option and the answer to it. Then do your all theory here, writing part. That's okay. So this, please follow. Usually what happens when I see the MCQs, sometimes it will be such a big one, you will solve a page together. The first MCQ answer I will get in the next page. The answer will be in the next page. Now I know it is your paper, I have to correct it, you would have done that. But nobody will have patience to search your answers in the answer sheet. Please remember that. These all small things you have to know. This is the correct way to write an MCQ. Okay, let's go to the next one. In figure, if TP and TQ are the two tangents to a circle. So this is the figure given, center O and P and Q. So these are the two tangents given. Now TP and TQ are the two tangents given to a circle with center O such that angle POQ is 110. We also read this angle 110 as angle between the radii of the circle. It is always read as. And if the angle is given here, it is read as angle between two tangents from an external point. It is read like that. This is angle between two radii. This is angle between two tangents. Remember this. What we have to find? We have to find the measure of angle this. Now actually in the construction part we study that wherever we draw a tangent to a circle from an external point, that means it forms a quadrilateral. And if you take that external point, bisect it and draw a circle, you actually get a cyclic quadrilateral where you see that POQT will pass through the, those points will touch the circumference of circle. And that becomes a cyclic quadrilateral. So what are the properties of cyclic quadrilateral? Opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Directly you can say that here. If I look at this, I can tell if this is 110, this has to be 70. Why? It becomes a cyclic quadrilateral when we draw a tangent from an external point. You actually have this in construction. We extend and make a circle. That circle passes through TPOQ. That is called as a cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles are supplementary. If it is 110, it is easily told that it is 70 degree. So here when you have, of course MCQs you can mark it. I just solve and tell you that here O is the center of circle. So angle POQ plus angle, what they have asked, PTQ is equal to 180. So angles, opposite angles in cyclic, you can mention cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral is supplementary. You know what is another method, children? This is 90. What is this? 90. Why? Tangent radius theorem. So 110 plus 90, 110 plus 90 plus 90 again 180. It became a quadrilateral. Angles of property of a quadrilateral. 90 plus 110 plus 90 plus this angle is equal to 360. One and the same what you do it. So POQ is how much? 110 is equal to, or 110 plus angle PTQ is equal to 180. Angle PTQ is equal to 70 degree. So again I will write here second being 70 degree. B option is correct. Okay. Third one. If a tangents PA and PB from a point P to circle with center O are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degree. So this is O and we can say A and B. So tangent PA and PB from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined to each other with angle 80 degree. This is 80 degree given. Then POA is this angle we have to find. Okay. Now we already know that. Now see, it becomes a lengthy procedure. Now we have proved in the theorem. We already know that this angle is half, those two angles are equal. Directly we can say O is the center of circle. Then angle APB or angle APO is equal to angle BPO is equal to half angle APB. Reason, you know what you have to give here? The reason in the theorem. So what was the reason in the theorem mentioned? It was mentioned that the tangents drawn to a circle from an external point are the tangents, if the tangents drawn to the external point, the angles, so the inclined angles so formed are equal. That is what we have to give the reason here. So theorem, what is there? Please write it here, children. If a tangent is drawn from an external point to a circle, then the inclined angles, the theorem's second statement, what it is there, please repeat it here. That's more important. If you write this half APB and write no reason, it is absolutely wrong. Reason should be written correctly. Second point, what you write here, that is what it is, half. So that is nothing but half into 80, which is nothing but 40 degree. So now this is 40, this is 90. Can I find this very easily? Angles of property I can use and I can find that. Next, in triangle AOP, angle AOP plus angle APO plus angle OAP, they have given POA. Okay. POA is equal to 180, angle sum property. So, I have repeated, I think here. OAP I need to mention. OAP. Okay. So OAP is 90 plus APO is 40 plus POA I have to find is equal to 180. Angle POA is equal to 180 minus 90 plus 40, 130. 180 minus 130, 50. So third main 50 is the answer. So A 50 degree is the answer. This is how you are supposed to do it. Reason here, children, is very important. Just repeat the theorem second line. Even in exam, if it is asked, repeat it. Otherwise, if you don't want to repeat the theorem, the only option left here is prove that these are congruent and prove that these angles are equal again. That's a lengthy procedure. Instead that, give the reason, your work will be done. So there we complete 3 MCQs. We'll move on to the next one. The writers are pretty simple in this chapter. Let's start with the next one. Prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of the diameter of the circle are parallel. So tangents drawn at the ends of the diameter of the circle. So I'll consider let these be the tangents and this is the diameter O. So A, B, I'll consider this as P, Q, R, S. Okay, given O is the center of circle, PQ and RS are the parallel tangents at point of contact A and B respectively. AB is the diameter. Oh, once again. No, are not the parallel tangents. Are the tangents. That's all. Because you have to prove that they are parallel. I'm sorry. Are the tangents at the point of contact A and B respectively. AB is the diameter. What we have to prove? We have to prove that PQ parallel to RS. Can you recall in your 9th standard? How do you prove that the given lines are parallel? Converse of the theorem, right? If a pair of alternate angles are equal or if a pair of corresponding angles are equal, the lines are parallel. Simple converse of the theorem. Similarly, here we have to prove alternate angles or corresponding angles. I don't think corresponding angles can come here. That means you have to prove a pair of alternate angles are equal, and if you prove that, the given lines are parallel. Proof. We will just write. We know that OP is perpendicular to OA is perpendicular to PQ and OB is perpendicular to RS because tangent radius theorem. According to you, if you want, you can write the statement. So from this I can tell that angle OAP is equal to 90 degree. Equation 1. I have just chosen this as 90. Both are 90, of course. I will also tell that angle OBS is also equal to 90. Equation 2. Just two angles I have chosen. See, this is equal to 90, this also is equal to 90. This is equal to 90, this also is equal to 90. Just a pair of angles I have chosen, but which are nothing but alternate angles. From 1 and 2, these are pair of alternate angles. Therefore, if pair of alternate angles are equal, then lines are parallel. Therefore, PQ parallel to RS. Very clear how to prove this? So quickly we'll go with the next one. Prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to a tangent to a circle passes through the center. Okay. We will be going with the next session also for this chapter. I will only do few sums today and the remaining sums will be done in the tomorrow's session. Fifth one, prove that the perpendicular to the point of contact of a tangent passes through the center of circle. So let's consider. So we will consider here as, let O is the center of circle, and if I consider this as OP is or PV is the tangent. Given O is the center of circle, PV is the tangent, OP perpendicular to P. We know this, right, from tangent radius theorem. One more thing what we have to also prove here is, before that we have to write here is, let, why, because what they have given here is a perpendicular at a point of contact to a tangent or to a circle passes through center. That means I need to consider one more point. I'll consider that point as D. Let PD be perpendicular to consider AB as the tangent we write here. Let PD be perpendicular to AB. Okay, let us just imagine this. This is a perpendicular to AB. Now, what we have to prove? We have to prove that PD, let PD be perpendicular. We have to prove that PD passes through center O. According to the given question, what they tell here is the perpendicular at a point of contact to a tangent to a circle passes through the center. Apart from the perpendicular, we already know that OP is perpendicular to the tangent given, tangent radius theorem. Apart from that, there exists one more perpendicular according to the statement here, and that perpendicular is nothing but which passes through the center. They want to tell us here. So let PD be perpendicular to AB. I have written here. To prove PD passes through center O, it also passes through center O only. How is it possible? Let us see that in proof. So what we will do here is, let us assume that PD does not pass through center O. Okay. Now, what we know that from the given? We know that OP perpendicular to AB. So if OP is perpendicular to AB, angle OPB is equal to 90. Reason? Tangent radius theorem. Next, PD or DP, anything, PD is also perpendicular to AB. Given, or we have done from the construction, we have assumed it, they have already given. So since it is perpendicular, reason we'll write here is angle DPB, equation 1. DPB is also equal to 90, not tangent radius theorem here, because you only know it from the given part. Equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2, I can say that angle OPB is equal to angle DPB, that is equal to 90 degree, since both the angles are equal. But this is possible. When can both be 90 degree? Suppose if I tell that here, now this is 90 degree, another angle is also 90 degree, means only if they coincide I can tell that, right? If they don't coincide, how can they be 90 degree? But this is only possible if OP coincides with PD. This is only possible if OP coincides PD, or O coincides D. If those points coincide each other, it is only possible. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. What was our assumption? That it does not pass through center O. Therefore, what we can say here is PD passes through center O, right? But this is only possible if OP coincides PD or O coincides D. Therefore, our assumption is wrong, and therefore PD passes through center O. Give the final conclusion as what you know here. Therefore, the perpendicular at a point of contact to a tangent to a circle passes through the center. This last statement you can write along with this. Quickly, we'll move to the next sum. To find the length of the tangent, find the length of the tangent from a point A at a distance 5 cm from the center of the circle is 4 cm. Find the radius of the circle. So, if this is a tangent, if I consider here is the length of the tangent from a point A. So, this is point A. Let me just draw a tangent here. So, tangent I will consider this as P and this is O. This is 90 degree. Okay. The length of a tangent from a point A at a distance 5 cm from the center. This is 5 cm from the center to a circle is 4 cm. Length of the tangent is 4 cm. Find the radius to the circle. I will be giving this homework. When I look at the figure, this is 90 degrees, so this is hypotenuse, children. This is 4. What this should be? 3 cm. 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. You can expect such sums in MCQs. But still you have to solve it. O is the center of circle. In triangle OPA, angle P is 90 degree. Reason, tangent radius theorem. Then OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square equal to, and find the measure of OP. Right? Sixth one I am marking for homework. I have already drawn the figure also for you. Next, seventh one. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 cm and 3 cm. What are concentric circles? Circles which share the same center but with different radii are called as concentric circles. So this is one circle with a center. This is another circle with a center. Same center. So two concentric circles are of radii 3 cm and 5 cm. Now the trick here is you should know how to draw the radii. You can't just draw one same radii here and tell with this. Read the further question. Of radii 5 and 3 cm, find the length of the chord of the larger circle. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. So I can say now this is the chord. AB I will take as a chord which is touching the smaller circle. At point of contact P I will take here. Okay. It is actually a chord, but it is a tangent to the smaller circle, chord of a bigger circle, right? So if I draw perpendicular here, O, this became 90. So now this perpendicular what I have drawn from a center to point is nothing but the radius of a smaller circle which is 3 cm. And one more line if I draw here, O to A, which is radius of a bigger circle, 5 cm. Very clear it is? What we have to find? We have to find the length of the chord. What is the theorem? Perpendicular drawn from the center to chord, bisect the chord property. But here, using this triangle, we can find the length. How much this is? This is hypotenuse, this is a radius and a side. It has to be 4. This also has to be 4. Length of the chord is 8 cm. Only we could do this. Right? We will solve. Figure is very important what you have to draw. O is the center of circle. So OP and OP is equal to 3 cm and OA is equal to 5 cm are the radii of concentric circles. Okay, AB is the chord of bigger circle and tangent to smaller circle. Very clear what I have written? We have to find the measure of AB. Now AB measurement is to be found out. In triangle OPA, angle P is equal to 90 degree. Reason: tangent radius theorem. We can also say that, otherwise OP is perpendicular to chord also we can use. So OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square, Pythagoras theorem. So OA is 5 square is equal to OP is 3 square plus AP square. 25 minus 9 is equal to AP square. AP square is equal to 16 and AP is equal to 4 centimeter. I'll do this beside. AB is equal to 2 times of AP. I will write here perpendicular drawn from center to chord bisects the chord. So AB is equal to 2 into 4. So AB is equal to 8 centimeter. Right? We assume this is 4 and this is 4. Total measure of AB is 8 centimeter. That is what they had asked. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle, which is 8 centimeter. Quickly, we'll finish the last sum of today's session, that is 8th one, and the remaining sums 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 we'll be doing that in our tomorrow session. One more sum we'll do and we will end with this session. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Even if the figure is not given, circumscribe when we talk it is outside. Inscribe when we talk about it is inside. In is inside, circumscribe is outside. A quadrilateral is drawn to circumscribe a circle. So first what we will do here is, easy thing is draw a circle. To this we will adjust and draw a quadrilateral. And rub the remaining sides, whatever extra we have got. Okay? Yes, we got it. O is the center, they have not mentioned it. So this is A, P, B, Q, C, R, D and S. We have to prove that AD plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. 8th one, given O is the center of circle. Then write the same thing. Quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle at points P, Q, R, S respectively. At points P, Q, R, S respectively. To prove AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Now, let us try to find out which are the equal tangents drawn to a circle. If I consider A is an external point, AB is equal to AS. B is an external point, BQ is equal to BP. C is the external point, CR is equal to CQ. D is the external point, DR is equal to DS. Can we write that? Okay. Directly we will write, need not write what is external point, only we'll write together and then we'll write the reason for all. I'll first write AP is equal to AS. All together we'll write the reason. Then BP is equal to BQ. Then CR is equal to CQ. Then you have DR is equal to DS. Tangents drawn from external point are equal. Add the equations and write. AP plus BP plus CR plus DR is equal to AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Be very careful in adding here. Just see here and make sure that AP is equal to AS. I have used this. I'll make sure the next time we'll write BP is equal to BQ. Okay. I could have also written BQ is equal to BP. Right? But I make sure if I have used AP, I will use this side only. Correctly, I will use the next part also. That is how you have to see and write. Next, I have used CR is equal to CQ. Why not CQ is equal to CR? I make sure if I have used this side, I make use of this side with respect to the tangent. See properly how I have used. AP is equal to AS I wrote. Next I wrote BP is equal to BS. I could have also used BQ is equal to BP, right? It will not come properly. Next I have chosen CR is equal to CQ. CR is equal to CQ. Why? CQ is equal to CR I could have written. Since I have chosen this side, I will choose this side also properly. All are equal, but writing way we have to see how we have to write so that we can get answer easily. Now group the terms AP plus BP. CR plus DR. What is AP plus BP? AB. What is CR plus TR? CD is equal to. What is AS plus PQ did we get? Okay, we will change it. Wait. AS plus DS. Yeah, I got it here. AS plus DS is AD. BQ plus CQ is BC. That is what you wanted. AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Hence proved. Please use this markings or group them and write, because tomorrow you will forget how did you arrive at this one part. Right? So with this we complete today's session. First few 1 or 2 theorems we have done, MCQs, and first 8 sums of the exercise. Remaining 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 we will do in the tomorrow's session.